Okay guys, so I got another one for you guys today. This one is a Toyota Tundra. So this one here is having some overheating problems. This customer lives on the Kohala coast, so it's really hot and sunny down there all the time, and he pulls a trailer with it on a daily basis. So he's having some overheating issues. He tried to replacing the water pump, thermostat, and radiator, and he's still having the issue. So I think it's something deeper, but he just wants the truck to be functionable. So he's requesting that we remove the thermostat. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how we remove a thermostat. I don't recommend it, but I'll show you guys how it's done if you guys want to do it. Okay guys, so the first thing I'm gonna do is gonna remove the hose clamp holding on the upper radiator hose to the thermostat housing. For that, I'm gonna use this hose removal clamp tool. It's a flexible one because it is a tight spot. So I'm gonna put it down on the clamp. And once I got it on the clamp, you can see all I do is I just squeeze. Releases the clip. So just wiggle this clamp out of the way. There you go. Okay, so now I got the clamp removed. I slid it down the hose. Just taking a pry bar and I'm pushing on the hose, and it should slide right off. Just be mindful, you might lose some coolant in this process. So just have a catch pan on the bottom to get it. There you go, so we got the hose removed. Our next step is going to remove the 3 mounting bolts that holds this thermostat housing on. Okay, so now I'm going to remove the bolts holding on this thermostat housing. So there's one on the top here. They're all 12mm. So I got one off. Once you break them free, they're pretty easy. You can just take them off with your finger. Got 2 off. Okay, and you got one more bolt on the bottom. This is kind of in a tight spot, so I'm gonna try and get it with an opening wrench. So I got a 12mm opening. I think I got it broken free. Got it broken free, so now I can just take it off with my finger. Okay, so we got that bolt off too. Okay guys, so now I got the bolts off. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little pry bar and I'm gonna stuck it into the hole of this bracket, and I'm just gonna jiggle it around, loosen it up, and you see it falls right off. Now I got the cover removed and it exposes our thermostat. So I'm just gonna reach in, see if I can take it out by hand. It's kind of stuck. Big screwdriver, and I'm just reaching down to the old thermostat and twisting it. Just trying to get the gasket to break free that's holding it in. There we go. So see the thermostat coming out. So this is the thermostat. So the customer on this job here is requesting to remove the thermostat so it'll run cooler because he's having some cooling issues. So this is I don't recommend doing this, but it's his request to do it, so that's why I'm doing it. And a lot of people wants to run their car like this, so this video is to show you guys, if you guys want to do it, this is how it's done. So how I'm gonna do this is there's 2 bottom pieces that holds the thermostat piece in. You're just gonna take you need kind of like a large cutting pliers, and you're gonna cut right here. Gonna cut there, and you're gonna repeat the same thing on this side. There you go. So now this will come off, and there you go. So this now the thermostat cooling part is out, and you need to reuse this part here because there's this rubber O-ring gasket that seals the thermostat housing from leaking. So that's why you can't just take the whole thermostat out. You just need to take out the thermostat assembly in the middle. So that's how you prep the thermostat to go back in. You could cut this piece out too if you wanted it more free flowing. Let's just go ahead and do that. I normally leave this piece in for a little added strength on the outer ring, but let me show you guys. You can cut here. You can cut on this side again. There you go. And there you go. So that's how the piece is gonna look that you're gonna put back in. So now we're gonna go ahead and reinstall this ring back into the truck. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our modified thermostat and reinstall it back into the position that it sits in. And the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take our thermostat housing. We're gonna reinstall our housing back on to its position. I'm gonna put the bolts back on. I'm gonna put one nut. The second nut. And the last one on the bottom. Kind of tough to get to. Okay. So now I got my socket, 12 millimeter. Tighten that one up. To the next bulb. Got this one nice and tight now. Now we're gonna go after the bottom one. So I'm gonna make sure the bottom one is tightened in as much tight as I can get it with the finger. And then now I'm just gonna get the wrench and snug it on. There you go. So I snugged the bottom on. So now I'm taking the radiator hose. I'm gonna slide it back on. Make sure I get it all the way back up. I'm gonna take the clamp, put it up. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish sliding this clamp up into position. Once I got it where I want it, I'm gonna release the tool. There you go. Got the tool off. Got the clamp on. Sometimes when the clamp is under pressure like that, it's kind of hard to get the tool off. So yeah, you just need to use a screwdriver or kind of just pry it to the side like I just did. So we got the hose secured properly again. We got the thermostat housing all bolted up nicely. So we're just going to top off the coolant and take it for a test drive. Okay guys, so we got the thermostat removed from this truck. Test run was fine. Temperature does not come up anymore. It stays down and runs nice and cool. So I think the customers are going to be happy with how it's running now. So this job is done and I'm going to get this one back to the customer. So hope you guys all like this and see you guys on the next one. Aloha.